How do you look at a shadow? Do you stare at the ground on which it's projected? Do you look at the object which casts it? Do you see the light source above, the space between, the inside of your own retina? What would it be without but one of these things? What would it be without the interaction between them all? How do you look at a person? How do you look at an idea? A shadow is a thing of context. It is the form cast by an object as it is perceived under an illumination by a perceiving subject. Its entire existence a dynamic interaction between several factors. Change one, and the shadow changes along. Remove one, and the shadow is a shadow no more. Object, illumination, subject, and perception, all fundamental, parallel, conflicting, congruent elements in a shadow's existence. Object provides a deep pattern for its form. Illumination breathes it to life. Subject experiences it, rendering it real as a part of a subjective reality. And perception binds them all together, attributing to the shadow certain features which make it actually mean something. Why focus on shadows? What makes them so interesting? The interest lies in the idea that shadows are, due to their acute sensitivity to context, a most reliable definitive of reality. We are so used to seeing the objects themselves as real, the subjects as real, the illumination as real, while in fact, reality always exists in the ever-dynamic interaction between them all. Of the things that make a picture seem more real, the most obvious challenge and the most difficult one to achieve is adding convincing shadows. In shadows there lies a story. In shadows the different pieces come together. Shadows are real, and yet it is a common tendency to regard shadows as unrealistic, to see them as malformed illusions of the object which cast them. This is due to perception. It is the only thing binding shadows to objects in a certain specific way, straining to see them as something they are not. The path of shadows is a quest to see shadows as shadows, to experience reality as a dynamic context where everything affects everything. It is a call to perceive and to play with perception. It is also the path to becoming a shadow, a being which exists as an integral part of a subjective, dynamic reality, aware of its constricting, binding conditions, as well as the freedoms of choice and creativity that we all have.